Hello everyone, Iniko Snake here, and welcome back to my channel. Let's just get right into it. So on the last one, we were stuck on this screen and I stayed there because I'm scared. So let's just continue because I'm sure there's going to be a lot more cutscenes. I cannot wait. I love, like this is really starting to feel like the ending. You know, maybe there's like 10 years or 10 hours left on this game, but it's really starting to feel like the ending. And I'll try not to talk through things.
Oh.
Aw, they all look happy.
Oh, Mother and Grandfather are still here.
My dad, too.
And my brother, though I can't imagine why.
Elliot, Crow. I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done for us.
You mean for the concert?
What brought that on? You got so serious there, I was getting kind of scared.
It's just that our performance today never would have been possible without the two of you guiding it along. I wanted to make sure that you knew how much I appreciate you doing that.
Damn, man. Is making people feel awkward a hobby of yours or something?
Aw, it's no big deal. Besides, it was a real team effort. Everyone played a part. I mean, look at you. You were a fountain of good advice through this whole thing. And honestly, I should be the one thanking everyone.
Huh?
You all helped me rediscover just how much music means to me.
Aw, it's so cute! Music and me! Okay.
Because it's not just about performing by myself. It's about performing together, playing off each other's strengths to make something wonderful. So I should be the one thanking you. This never would have happened if I didn't come to this academy.
Elliot.
Holy hell, are you guys trying to see who can make me cringe the hardest?
Elliot, my boy! Your father's arms are ready and waiting for you to leap into them!
Oh, I love your father. Aww. Oh no. You better leap into his arms.
Does he always have to say that stuff so loudly? Sorry, I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, later.
He is not shy about this.
This year's festival's been a blast. I'm kind of hoping we can do the same thing next year, too.
Oh, is that right?
Though, who knows if Class 7 is even going to exist next year? Crow?
Oh, yeah. Generally, people stay in the same class from their first day to their graduation, but
That's so weird. Okay.
Class 7's basically one giant exception to everything the school's ever done, so who knows?
I guess that has its pluses and its minuses. But no matter what, it's not going to be the same. We won't have you.
If I manage to graduate, at least. Barring any nasty surprises, I'll be in Class 7 till the end of the month. Which means our time as classmates is almost up.
Now that you mention it, yeah. We'll have to see if we can throw you a farewell party around the end of the month then. Can't let you off easy.
Come on, it's no big deal. Trust me, you're still gonna see more than enough of me next year. Sure, I'll have moved out of the dorms, but I'll be sure to stop by once a week to steal some of Sharon's cooking.
You better. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to have to call you Mr. Armbrust or anything after you graduate, am I? I mean, we've spent so much time together that treating you like a proper adult just wouldn't feel right.
Of course not. And if I ever catch you calling me Mr. Armbrust again, I'm gonna smack you.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah. Guess it's about time I gave you this back.
Money?
Isn't this... I completely forgot about it. You've done so much for me since then. Saving Elise, helping with the concert. Compared to all that, 50 Mira is nothing.
The feeling's mutual. Besides, I never return the mirror that I borrow. Makes that coin extra special. So go on, take it.
Oh, he really likes you. Or at least he says that.
Oh, by the way, you know there was interest on this, right? How much do you suppose you really owe me after half a year?
Oh man, what kid are you running here anyway? I thought you were supposed to be a good kid.
Well, there's this one second year who's taught me a thing or two about making money. To be honest, it feels kind of lonely to think that everything between us is completely settled and done with. So, what do you say? You still owe me?
I swear, the things I do for love. Alright, you'll get your stupid interest someday. Maybe.
Yeah, but you haven't told him the interest rate, so this could just go on forever and ever. I hate when people are like, oh, there's interest, and then they don't tell you what the interest is. Especially if it's like informal like this. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. Wow, they really like have people dancing. Like, what music are we playing out here? This background music? Is there a radio? Orbital radio? Is there a live band?
Alphen, I am drawn to the party before us like a moth to a flame, like a starving man to a banquet, like beauty to me. What say you we grace the dancers with the gift of our company?
It's as though you read my mind.
Oh, they're just gonna dance together.
Come now, don't waste your time watching. It's time to dance.
Is he talking to Rain?
No need to worry about formalities tonight. Let's all relax, enjoy ourselves, and maybe let a few secrets slip.
Oh, they
Allow
might dance
me,
together.
Sharon, before every red-blooded boy in this school lines up for a chance.
Alright, he just sounds creepy again. Alright. I was smiling and now I'm like frowning a little bit.
It would be my honor.
Madam Chairman, might I have this dance?
Oh, this is so cute. I love it.
Of course.
I'm shipping it right the fuck right now. It's done. I'm shipping them. It's over. Machias, sit down. Everybody just sit down. This is OTP to say it's not. It's not. I would love to write a story about Governor Regnitz.
Given that our former partners left the dance all too soon, we seem to make for an appropriate pair.
Oh wow, damn, she went there.
I suppose you're right.
Instructor, I cannot thank you enough for all you've done for my daughter. I can, however, ask you for the pleasure of this dance.
Oh my gosh, I ship this one too.
Ooh, he's just my type too. Oh, just talking to myself.
Well, I'll be dancing with all my little kittens by the end of the night.
Oh, hold on. I gotta sit up a little bit in my chair. Good lord. This chair is not the best. I really need to get a better chair for this.
But I suppose I can let you take the first dance.
Well, I don't mind. But
Aww.
seeing you in that dress is enough to make any guy feel intimidated.
It's a pity dance! Alright.
They waste no time, do they?
It's no surprise that my grandfather made a beeline for Sharon, but I never expected to see Mother dancing.
In some ways, it seems as though they're younger than we are.
Looks like everyone's having fun, though.
So I guess they'll be dancing together, right?
Shall we join them?
You've given me more than enough of your time already today. Between showing me around and your incredible concert, you must be exhausted. And besides, I'm sure there's someone else you'd rather dance with here. Why not ask them instead?
Can I pick Laura? Someone else. Did he say that? Oh, did I talk over him? Oh, these are my choices. Are these all the people that I linked up completely with? I think that's what it is. Alright, at least it's not up there. Wait, did I link up completely with Crow? Or maybe I got all of his story. Oh, that would be so cute if I did it with Eustace. Oh my gosh. Ah, I do want to do it with Laura. But it would be so cute if he did it with Machias or Eustace as well. Guys, I did a save. I did a fucking save. I might just come back and do it with other people. But for now, we're gonna do it with Laura because I want to do it with Laura.
I knew it. So, I have a potential sister-in-law now, do I?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, maybe I should have danced with one of the guys. Because then maybe they might think... Maybe I'd see what she thinks about that.
Still, maybe you're right. Maybe I will go ask her. I do feel kind of bad leaving you here on your own, though.
I'm fine, really. Besides, if you spend all this time worrying about me, the music will be over by the time you ask.
Well, okay.
I sure hope everyone doesn't choose Laura, because I'm trying to make this slightly different from everyone else's playthrough. I haven't seen anyone's
He's
playthrough
such an
though, so...
idiot. Oh, Elise. Your Highness? The generally accepted strategy here would be to keep his eyes on you, not push him toward another girl's tender embrace. If you were to only gather the courage to ask him, I'm certain that he would be more than accommodating. It's fine. I'm fine, honestly.
Laura?
See, now I can't really tell with her, because I don't know of any girl that would just, like, clearly he's, but maybe she understands that his interest in her is simply just being a protective, like, brother, and she doesn't really want to go for that anymore.
Oh, Rean, perfect timing. Would you like to dance?
Huh?
My father and instructor Sarah make for rather impressive dancing partners.
Oh,
Watching
gosh.
them makes me want to go up and dance myself.
To be honest, I came over here ready to ask you the same thing.
Oh?
Oh, she's blushing. I like that she asked me. Or she asked Rean, I'm sorry. I like that she asked Rean to dance.
Still, since the guy traditionally asks the girl, I might as well. Would you like to dance with me?
I'd be delighted.
This is cute. Okay, guys, I really have to stop and see this with Machias and Eustace. I can't do this. Like, I can't just let this be Laura. But I love this shit right here. Oh, she's blushing. It's very cute.
Whew. That was exhausting.
Well, I didn't imagine either of us would have much energy left over after our performance. Still, that didn't keep dancing with you from being a lot of fun. I don't get the chance to dance very often, especially at big events this.
My family's the same way. We might be nobles, but we're not exactly a common sight at high society gatherings.
I suppose this was a new experience for the both of us then. Attending this academy has given me the chance to see sides of myself that I didn't even know existed.
Same here.
When I first enrolled in this academy, I wanted nothing more than to improve my swordsmanship.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
But when I arrived, I met people whose values differed wildly from my own. People like you and Fee.
Oh, us. Oh, Rean. I'm sorry. Rean differed from you? In what way? Because he doesn't fight with all his heart, I guess?
That allowed me to see the world in ways I never considered. To see myself in ways I never considered. Thanks to you and our other classmates, I've gained far more than combat training. And I am truly grateful.
You're making me blush. I feel the same way, though.
How so?
At least you had something in mind when you enrolled. My decision to come here was half-hearted at best, but I know now that it was the right choice. If I hadn't joined this academy, I never would have met you or any of our other classmates.
Rain.
Besides, you and I have something even closer than our other classmates.
Oh, and what is this, Reed?
We're both followers of the Way of the Sword, and we keep pushing each other beyond our limits. I'm grateful for that.
What he just said right there, this is the entire reason why I would like this couple. I don't know if it's like a thing or it's just for this. I don't know, but that's why I think they could make a good couple.
As am I. And I suppose that's enough for now.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. I'm glad that the two of us have another year to train alongside each other.
Likewise. After that, I went back to see Elise. But by then, that memorable evening was approaching its end.
Okay, hold on. I got a trophy. So I think that is how you get the close bond with everyone, is you have to be fully linked with them, because I think I was fully linked with those people, right? Was it like 5 people? I don't know. I think you have to be fully linked with the people, and then you have to do the last scene with them. So if I'm right, I can do the last scene with the other people as well and get those trophies, because I'm a trophy whore. Hey guys, so I'm here once again. One thing I want to say about this game is that, okay, this is a newer game. This is probably came out on the PS3 or something. Maybe it came out on the PS4 first, but it's one of those newer games, right? Way newer than Xenosaga. Xenosaga knew that they had unbearably long fucking cutscenes and that it was almost practically a movie, and you could skip it. It's a way older game, and I've seen a lot of games give you the option to skip scenes. This game does not let you do this. That is some points off. As much as this game is very convenient, it's not great for playing it over again, because once you play it the second time, you probably want to skip through some of these scenes, unless you're playing it for someone else. All you can do is turbo mode. You can't skip the shit out of these scenes. Like, that seems like a huge oversight. But okay, for you guys, I will play through all these people who I can romance, apparently. So let's romance Machias next, shall we?
The only person I can think of is...
Who? Is something wrong?
No, it's just that I was thinking of a male friend of mine.
It's very cute.
imagined you were into that sort of thing.
What sort of thing?
The sort that fills young maidens' hearts with joy and heads with dreams.
I don't think she said that last time.
Your Highness?
Your Highness? Good evening, Reen. What a joy this is, especially considering that Class 7 has no lack of fine gentlemen.
I really don't think she said this last time. It's been a while. I've sat through like the entirety of this episode, and now I'm playing this over to just place this in, just because I'm curious.
Ooh, there are so many wonderful potential pairings that I hardly know where to start. Your Highness, please.
Is this what the head of the literature club's always writing about? How did I not connect the dots until now? Elise, is this kind of thing popular over at St. Estrella?
What is this thing? Like, why is he calling it a thing? Alright, anyways.
Well... Oh, Reen, you're so precious. Rare is the woman who could deny herself a honeyed sip from this wellspring of fantasy.
Just try not to fall in and drown yourselves. Anyway, I'll be back later. Please excuse me, Your Highness.
Maybe I should have taken matters into my own hands.
She likes Reen too.
By the looks of it, you still might have a chance. Your Highness, please!
Okay, so the game is heavily implying that Reen does not roll that way. Like, we got you, game. Like, as much as you try, like, as much as you, the player, try to place Reen with another guy, that's the one thing where he'll be like, nah. But if it's with another girl, he'll be oblivious. He'll be oblivious, quote unquote. But with a guy, definite no. In fact, she even says, unlike with Laura, that you may have a chance, at least. Jesus Christ, game. I got it, alright? But guess what? Just because the game is being so weird about this shit, and the game is not actually allowing the player to choose, Reen is not quite the blank slate we thought he was. I'm just, in defiance, I'm just going to just read all the fics where Machias is somehow, not Machias, Reen is somehow hanging out with, hooking up with all the boys. just because I know the game would be pissed off. If the game was a person, it would be pissed off if it knew that these fanfiction existed.
Ah, Reen. Weren't you with your sister?
I asked her to dance with me, but she turned me down in no uncertain terms.
I'm not sure if she turned you down. I think she just suggested that you should look at your other friend. I'm sure if you had insisted, she would have danced with you.
Are you on your own too?
Yes, indeed. Dad's gone off to dance, so here I am, trying and failing to stave away my boredom.
Sounds like I showed up at the right time. Want to go sit down somewhere together? I figured that after today, we'd both earned ourselves a drink and some rest.
Well, it beats the alternative. Anything to get away from all this hubbub.
Let's go find a spot then.
They're not gonna dance, are they? That would have been kind of weird if they did dance. if we're saying that Reen doesn't go that way, but then still have him dance with Machias. But the question is, would Machias like to dance with Reen? We still haven't answered that question.
The past 2 days have been exhausting.
At least it all paid off in the end. It must have been even tougher for you, though, since you were pulling double duty taking care of the chess club.
You say that like the student council didn't have you running yourself ragged. But you're right. It all paid off. Makes me a little emotional to think back on it all. Hard to believe that the day actually came when I worked alongside nobles toward a common goal. Me.
That is hard to believe.
Our concert, the chess club's event, neither of those would have been possible without students from the upper classes. I never thought I'd be able to accept something like that.
You've come a long way since we first met. It seems like you've finally started getting along with Eustace.
Well, you have to find someone to compete with if you ever want to improve. And arrogant nobles make for semi-decent competition, I guess.
It wouldn't kill you to be a little more honest.
Why are we even wasting our time talking about him right now? Changing the subject, I'd like to thank you. If I hadn't spent so much time with you and our other classmates, I can't imagine I'd have changed my attitude like this.
You're welcome. But given all that you've done for us, I'd say we're about even.
I'm glad to hear I was somewhat useful. I wish Sis could have been here to see this.
I'm sure she can. She's probably watching this all from heaven by the goddess's side.
Yep, I'm sure she's up there by the goddess's side. I like his cute little smile he has, though.
She must be so proud of how much you've grown, too.
I really hope so. The Academy Festival is a celebration of the educational experience, something commoners and nobles alike can enjoy. We have to be sure to keep it that way next year.
We will. Whatever it takes.
We should just not have classes like that and just kind of mix.
After that, I went back to see Elise. But by then, that memorable evening was approaching its end.
Rean? Elise?
Okay, I think all of this is going to be the same. Let me check. Okay, guys, this looks like it's exactly the same. So I'm going to go and reload and start and see if I can... But anyways, yeah, we're going to go back and see the other ones too. Alright, so it's time for uses.
The only person I can think of is...
Who? Is something wrong?
No, it's just that I was thinking of a male friend of mine.
I never would have imagined you were into that sort of thing.
What sort of thing?
I'm sorry, guys. I skipped over that.
Your Highness?
It's the same shit I just saw. So they're gonna do this every time it's a guy, and they're gonna do the same thing they did with Lara for any girl. Alright, let's see what they say to each other. Eustace is not dancing with anyone, that's so weird.
Rean?
I'm surprised you're not dancing. I thought that would be your first stop after such a long chat with Rufus.
We had a number of things to discuss. Though I could say the same about you. I would expect you to have invited someone to dance with you by now.
Can we just dance together?
I tried asking Elise, but she shot me down pretty quickly. After a day like today, I feel like we owe ourselves a chance to sit down. Care to join me? You can't tell me you don't think a cold drink and a rest would cap today off perfectly.
You make a compelling argument. You and my desire to escape all of this noise.
Oh my gosh, both Machias and Eustace pretty much say the same thing. But, you know, he says, what does Machias say, hubbub or something like that? Something stupid. It's not stupid, it's very cute. And then he's all like, escape all the noise.
Then let's get out of here.
They certainly have an endless supply of enthusiasm, don't they?
I'm guessing most people are starting to get tired, but they don't want to miss out on their chance to have fun. We've spent so much time and effort to prepare, and then the 2 days of the festival itself just seemed to fly by.
I suppose you have a point.
Oh, by the way, you know how you were talking to your brother earlier? What were you two chatting about?
Nothing much. The horses we've been raising in the riding club, our concert, and other such things. He was particularly surprised when I walked onto the stage wearing that outfit. Once his laughter subsided, he told me he couldn't have imagined me doing anything like that before I joined the academy.
Well, at least he had fun.
But he does have a point. I do believe I've changed since we all first met.
I agree. At the start of the year, you had a very unapproachable air about you. but that's not the case anymore.
I'm certain that's due to the influence of some very atypical nobles, particularly Laura and yourself.
I don't know if I deserve any credit for that. I'm just glad that I can call you a friend.
It's a small wonder how you always manage to say those kinds of things with a straight face. Regardless, I do want to thank you.
For what?
When I first came to this academy, I was trying to live my life as a perfect Alborea, just as my brother had taught me. But I gradually learned to exert my individuality. I'm here as Eustace Alborea, not the son of Duke Alborea. Had I not spent so much time with Class 7, and with you in particular, I never would have come into my own.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Aw, so cute.
Well, here's to changing for the better.
Agreed. We both have room for improvement, but that's what next year is for.
We're going to be great. After that, I went back to see Elise. But by then, that memorable evening was approaching its end.
Okay, so I guess it's going to be the same. If it's not, whoops. You can just let me know in the comments if I really missed something. But I feel like the only thing that's different is if it's a guy, they say a certain thing before you actually go and talk to them. And if it's a girl, they have the same thing that happened with Laura. And yeah, so we'll check the other ones next. Oh my gosh, I literally just have guys left. That's so sad. All right, guys. Gaius next.
Hey, Gaius.
All right. This is the part that we've all been waiting for.
Rean? Were you not spending the evening with your sister?
I was, until I asked her to dance. She turned me down flat and sent me off. What about you?
Toma and Charles decided to go dance, so I just saw them off. I was thinking about getting away from all of the excitement, though. I think I need a little rest after all we've done.
Oh, he said it first.
That makes two of us. All I want right now is a place to sit and a nice cold drink. Mind if I join you?
Not at all. I appreciate the company.
Okay, let's go find a spot to relax.
Look how much fun they're having dancing together.
They always mention a cold drink, but they never have a drink with them.
I was worried that they'd tired themselves out with the journey here. But it seems I made the right choice by inviting them.
I'll say. It's a shame Sheeta and Lily couldn't join them, though.
Yeah, they're still a little too young. But I would like to bring them here one day, if I get the chance.
I'm sure they'd be thrilled. Thinking back on it now, it's hard to believe that it's almost been half a year since we found ourselves in Nord.
Time really flies.
It must feel like longer for you than it does for me, too.
I suppose it would. I'll always be nostalgic for the winds of Nord.
Winds.
But to be honest, I can't say that I feel all that homesick.
Really?
Really. Erebonia is my home.
You mean?
I've spent over half a year at the academy, surrounded by some of my dearest friends.
Why does there seem to be sparkles coming out of his hair? Is that something that happened with everybody?
This country is every bit as important to me as Nord is. I wouldn't think twice about calling it my second home.
That's a big-hearted statement to make.
Yeah, that's not something people would usually do. You'd have to actually get settled down somewhere for a few years to even say that, but okay. Well, we're just gonna go with that.
I have all of you to thank for making me feel that way. I really do feel blessed. There aren't many people who can say they have two homes to love equally.
Oh my gosh, he feels blessed.
I had no idea you thought so much of this country. Not only does that fill me with pride as an Erebonian, it warms my heart as your friend. This country is changing, There's nothing we can do about that. But hopefully as a class, we can help turn it into a country that we can really be proud of.
I have no doubt about that. I'm happy to have you as a classmate, Rean.
I feel the same way.
My
After
gosh.
that, I went back to see Elise.
They're very cute together. They have very similar personalities. They're both, but the thing is, they've spent more time with Rain's personality, so he seems less flat than Gaius. So there's that. So I'm gonna do, I think I have like 1 or 2 left. Let me speed on through all of these things, and you get treated with not the same scenes that I have to see over and over again.
Hey, Crow.
Waiting for this part forever.
What's up, man? You're not here to collect that interest already, are you? I value my kneecaps as much as the next guy, but I need more time.
Nah, I'm just over here because my sister shot me down when I asked her to dance.
He has something different to say each time. Like, he doesn't say exactly, like, basically he's saying, well, my sister won't let me dance with her. But he says it's like apparently 5 million different ways.
Needless to say, it's been a long day. Want to find a spot to sit down with me? I could use a cold drink and a good rest.
Now you're speaking my language. I'm in. Let's get 2 of the strongest damn drinks those stalls will pour us.
You know none of them sell alcohol, right?
Look at Jellica and George dancing the night away. I wonder if this is what I think it is.
And what is that exactly?
Jeez, you couldn't see flying sparks in a dark cave at midnight, could
I
you?
don't know if it's sparks. It looked like a pity dance to me. Like, well, I want to dance with the kittens, but I'll do you first. Like, doesn't seem like that's not the shit you say to someone that you're. But it has to be an arranged marriage, right? So I'm guessing. I guess that's my answer. She has to like hook up with someone of the opposite sex.
Keep that up all your life and you'll break even more hearts than I will.
But I mean, Angelica and George?
Forget it. Let me take you on a little trip to Uncle Crow's Wisdom Corner.
Little being the operative word.
Seriously though, if you only hold on to one piece of advice, it should be take care of your buds.
Buds.
I know. You've heard it all a million times. But I wouldn't be telling you if I wasn't telling you straight. Doesn't matter where you are or if you graduate. If you treat your friends right, they're not gonna let you down. You need at least one like that. Better get searching if you don't have one. You still with me, Rean?
Sorry, I was just surprised. I didn't know you were capable of giving serious advice.
You know, each of these snide little comments is a tiny knife in my heart. I try to share a bit of my life experience and help my little buddy out, and this is the treatment I get?
I do appreciate it, though. My time here has definitely taught me how important a good friend can be. And I consider you one of mine. I don't just look up to you because you're older than me, but because you're a good friend. Okay, maybe friend is a little strong. Partner in crime might be more like it.
Partner in crime, huh? Not sure whether I should be offended or wear it with pride. You're a funny one, Rean. First you try to get interest on a 50-mirror loan, then you shower me with compliments?
Partners in crime are supposed to be able to turn from dangerous to friendly in the blink of an eye, right?
You got me there.
We don't have long before you graduate, but we've got to make the most of it.
You bet. Just, pray that I get to graduate at all.
How do I have a close connection with Crow?
After that, back to see Elise.
Okay, alright, so that's all of them. I don't understand how I have a close relationship with Crow. Like, I don't think I was linked completely with him. It definitely wasn't. So I don't know if Link has anything to do with it. I think it has to do with how many times you bond with them. Like, you know how you have chances to bond with people. I'll have to, like, I'm eventually going to finish this game, so I'll look this up. So clearly, I don't think it has much to do with how much Link level you're with. I think it has more to do with how many things you did with, how many bonding events you shared with that person. So that's my hypothesis. So what I'm going to do is place all of these like interactions with everyone and just place it into the episode, and then I'll continue. The official like version is me dancing with Laura. So that'll be the official version. These other ones is me being curious, and I'm sure someone must have on their channel. I'm sure you'll be able to find every other interaction with them. But I also got a ton of trophies, so that's great. So probably the next time I'll try to get more, bond more with the other people. And I probably, if I had done this correctly, I probably could have been able to see the final scenes or see the dance scene with other people. But this is what it is. All right, guys. Now on to the rest of the footage that continues after this, after the Laura dance.
Rean? Elise?
Claire?
Good evening, Captain. You must be exhausted.
Oh, well, it's not as though I performed on stage in front of an auditorium full of people or anything. I really enjoyed your concert, by the way. That's the kind of thing that makes me proud to be an alumnus.
Wait, what? You were a student here?
This is not super surprising. I mean, it's a military academy, Rean. Military.
That's right. I was part of the Academy's 216th graduating class. And since you'll be part of its 221st, I suppose that makes me 5 years your senior.
I had no idea. Why didn't you mention it until just now?
Given that we only ever met while you were on your field studies, it didn't seem pertinent. Besides, once people graduate, they tend to leave their ties to their school behind, especially here at Thor's.
Because it's a military academy?
Exactly. Roughly 40% of the graduates here go on to join the military. Not always the same branch or even the same army. About 30% join the Imperial Army, and 10% go to a provincial force. Students who are best friends one day might find themselves enemies the next.
Rean.
Yeah, that is crazy to think about. I was like, they can go wherever they want to. They don't have to go to like one specific army.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill your happy mood like this. But I'm sure you're well aware of what may lie ahead. That we're teetering on the brink of an era of upheaval.
I'm aware.
Does this have something to do with the issues in Crossbell I've been hearing about?
Probably.
Yes, amongst other things. It seems as though everyone on the continent is ready to go to war with everyone else. But that's why it's so important that we're able to stand strong no matter what happens. Though, judging by how well Class 7 has performed on their field studies, I'm sure you'll all be fine in that regard. Here's hoping that I get the chance to help you out again sometime. Even if I'll have to be careful not to draw the ire of that instructor of yours while I'm doing so.
Yeah, I see they don't like each other. We don't know why, though.
I'm just glad to know that you have her back. Thank you for that.
You're quite well... Please, excuse me a moment. Yes, Revelt speaking. Mm-hmm. What?
What's going on?
And you're certain of this? Understood. I'll return at once. Yes, I will escort them back to Valflame Palace myself. I'm afraid I have to excuse myself.
He has to take the two blondies back. What's her name? Alfyn and Prince Olivert. Princess Alfyn and Prince Olivert. Because they're from the Valflame castle, right? Also, she's escorting them, so...
really sorry, Elise.
The music becoming suspenseful.
My brothers requested that we return to Heimdall right away. But as we're going back by car, I thought I'd offer you a ride home. But...
Elise, I think you should go back with them for now. I'll call you later to make sure you're okay.
Well, all right.
Sorry to drop this on you so quickly, Rean. I'm sure someone from the Academy will fill you in shortly.
Fill me in? On what?
If you'll excuse us.
Don't worry. We'll be sure to get Elise back to the Academy safely.
I wonder how safe it is to have her with them if they're like targets to the point where they have to leave. But okay, I'm not gonna question your judgment, Rean.
Rean!
I wonder who Eustace's brother Rufus danced with. I don't know.
Does anyone have any idea what's going on?
I'm afraid not. I've never seen Father behave like that before.
My mother's the same way. She got a message of some kind and just changed.
Ditto my father. I think it was someone from Heimdall who got in touch with him.
One thing is certain. Something terrible has happened.
My dad turned pale and was gone before I could ask what happened. It sounded like he received a report from Instructor Neidhart, though.
Hold on. Neidhart's supposed to be... He was at Gorelia Fortress with the 4th Armored Division on some sort of mission, right?
Speaking of which, has anyone seen our instructor Sarah?
We can't even finish the night without shit going down.
Students and visitors, I cannot thank you enough for your attendance today. I hereby proclaim the 127th Thor's Military Academy Festival complete. But I am afraid I must announce this with a heavy heart, as we have just received word from the Imperial Government that this evening, Gorelia Fortress, which rests on the eastern border of the Empire, has been destroyed.
Just destroyed. Just destroyed completely. Gorelia Fortress, that huge thing where you need like entire like railway to get to it, and Neidhart is there. Is Neidhart okay? Well, he receives a transmission from Neidhart, right? Elliot's dad, so maybe he's okay. But holy shit!
No.
Holy shit! All right.
Destruction is an inadequate word. An unknown weapon has erased the fortress in its entirety from existence.
From existence? The fuck? The fuck?
I
What
would
is this
ask that
weapon?
all of our guests, from that region or otherwise, please try to remain calm.
Is like Machias and Elliot from that area? I'm forgetting where it is. Can't you see I think you can see Crossbow from Gorelia Fortress, right? Alright. Oh no. Please let me save. I need to see a map again. It's been a while. They're not gonna let me save. Alright, cool. In the days that followed, tension gripped the nation like never before. Gorelia Fortress annihilated, good lord. A photo of a gaping chasm? Or chasm? Or is it chasm? I don't know. Left where Gorelia Fortress once stood made the Imperial Chronicles front page. Wow. Oh. Wow. Oh, that whole thing. Oh, that's so weird. It's like maybe it phased it out of existence or something, or moved it somewhere. That's so weird. And the sight of the aftermath was enough to fill the citizens with a sense of inescapable dread. Yeah, you can do that to cities now. All the while, unconfirmed reports that several armored divisions had attempted to invade Crossbow had begun to spread. And in every one of those reports, the message was the same. They'd been repelled almost effortlessly. Huh. I guess Crossbow's army is not as ineffective as people were thinking. Erebonia was starting to feel the effects of the IBC's asset freeze too, and things didn't look good for the economy. Oh shit. As things stood, it was only a matter of time before he faced a spike in corporate bankruptcies and record unemployment. Guys, does this not feel like what's happening now? Corporate bankruptcies and record unemployment. You know how many small businesses aren't really faring that well in this pandemic? And do you know how high the unemployment rate is in America right now? Good lord, everyone had to file, a lot of people, even me, I had to file for unemployment for a while. Good lord. The parallels right now, except it's not due to, like, here it's due to like a war that's about to break out. Whereas actual war itself is actually pretty lucrative for depending on what country it is, who's providing the weapons and all that, who's providing the troops. It's actually pretty lucrative for those who are fighting. Just saying. So maybe this turns around. But this right now, this is so weird. Faced with this crisis, the Imperial government and the officials in Heimdall began working to remedy the situation. I don't know what these other things are, but I think I've seen them before. Rumors were also spreading that Erebonia's longtime enemy, the Calvert Republic, had thrown its weight behind Crossbell. And with the fortress that once served to safeguard the Empire gone, many speculated that an invasion was only a matter of time. Wow, yeah, that's the Garrelia Fortress was the thing that they always pointed to, like, okay, this is the biggest deterrence we have for invasions. It's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I've never heard this music before either. They saved that just for this moment.
I can't take this anymore. Where is she? Homeroom was supposed to start ages ago.
Is there this game is not over yet. Jesus Christ. This game still has more shit to do.
The instructors are probably all busy trying to figure out what to do.
That seems more than likely. This morning's meeting has already blown past its normal ending time.
It's still hard for me to believe all of this is really happening. Having been there, the idea that Garrelia Fortress just vanished is difficult to comprehend.
Not all of it, I heard. There are still some parts left and almost untouched. But Instructor Neidhart making it out of there alive was nothing short of a miracle, though.
Yeah, like, he was supposed to be there, but he might have just been right on the parts that wasn't sucked into some sort of, like, phase-shifting blast. I don't know what the hell that was.
Those huge railway guns were part of the section that's gone, too. If I hadn't seen the pictures, it'd be kind of hard to believe.
What kind of weapon is even capable of doing something like that? I find myself doubtful that any human could create something so powerful.
Okay, it would have to be human unless you know of some other, like, race of beings that can create weapons, Laura. Jeez.
We just don't know.
All we do know is that it's impossible to make a weapon that powerful even with today's most advanced orbital technology.
Okay, hold on. Emma's looking worried here, and maybe there might be some magic, some real magic involved here.
And yet here we are, with just such a weapon in the hands of what's always been seen as a mere vassal state. The Imperial Army has their work cut out for them, I'll say that much.
I'm worried about what's going on in the capital, too. It sounds like there have been even more demonstrations going on there these past few days.
Down with Crossbell, they say. Point our guns towards the east.
Is there even any truth to those rumors that Calvert's planning an invasion?
I'm pretty sure it's all nonsense. But considering how there have been tensions between us and them for years, people are just more inclined to believe it. Rumors are just that. We need to be careful not to be misled by half-truths and speculation. If possible, we should find out exactly what's happening for ourselves.
This quote is what... This should just be like a... we should stamp this somewhere, everywhere. Like, this should just be a thing I have at the end of my videos. We should find out exactly what's happening for ourselves. That should just be a thing. Like, but the thing is, it's difficult to do that because it's difficult to get to the source of these issues. It is much easier to find misinformation.
Yeah. Over the year, we've seen how things are across the Empire with our own eyes. And now's as good a time as any to put that knowledge to use.
Well said. We've had quite the education in getting to the truth behind all the headlines.
That seems to have been a running theme of most of our field studies.
Still, we seem to be missing two of our illustrious members.
Millium and Crow, probably.
Well, there's nothing strange about Crow's habitual truancy. Or did he already transfer back to his original class?
No. He said he was going to be with us through the end of the month. As for Millium, though, I'm not sure.
You don't think it's something to do with the intelligence division, do you?
Well, she is an agent of theirs.
It's kind of easy to forget that, given how she usually is.
It does concern me that none of us have seen her.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, instructor.
Are we starting homeroom?
Not today, I'm afraid. All classes have been canceled.
Oh, wow.
You can either stay here in the building and study until school's out, or go back to the dorm.
So, wait.
Has something happened?
Not yet, but it will. Chancellor Osborne's going to be addressing the plaza at noon. It's set to be broadcast across the entire Empire.
A national address?
Sounds pretty serious.
And given the timing...
That sounds cool.
Indeed. It's not hard to imagine what's on his agenda.
Come on, guys. Straighten up. You're students of Thor's Military Academy, and that makes you all cadets. Whatever careers you choose, military or civilian, you need to know how to act decisively in an emergency. So right now, I don't want you to look away from what's happening in the world. I want you to face it straight.
Will do.
You're right. Now's not the time to lose heart.
As for Osborne's speech, apparently we'll be setting up radios in each classroom so the students can listen to the national address. So if you want to follow along, be sure to be back here by noon.
I suppose I might as well listen to it here then.
Same here. I don't even have a radio.
I do, but for something like this, I'd rather not listen to it alone.
Well then, we can all share in the joy of hearing the melodious voice of our esteemed Chancellor.
Also, Rean has one. It makes sense that Machias has one because apparently he's a longtime fan of a Ben time.
Maybe I should haul in some beer and snacks. That's the only way I'll stay sane through the entire broadcast.
What should we do about Crow and Millium, though? None of us have seen either of them all day.
Do you know where they are?
Can't say I do. Crow's practically made a career out of playing hooky, but I did see Millium earlier this morning.
Oh, so she's still on campus?
At least that means she wasn't called away by the intelligence division.
I'd been thinking along those lines, but when I asked her, she just shrugged and said, "No news from the top." I doubt she's wandered off too far.
Yes, but lest you forget, she excels at giving us the runaround.
At least it doesn't sound like she's in trouble. We're probably worried over nothing.
We'll just have to tell them we're meeting here at noon if we run into them before then.
Yeah, with this serious music, I don't think we're worried over nothing. Everything is suspicious. I'm worried about everybody.
Yeah, will do.
I guess everyone's going to check in with their clubs. Looks like I have some free time. Might as well see if I can track down Crow and Millium. At least it sounds like Millium is probably somewhere on campus. Crow, though, he could be anywhere. Probably best to check with Toa and George first. Maybe they know something.
It's crazy. I've heard this music before, too. Sounds like dungeon music once again. I don't know where everyone is. Okay, so we got some places to go. So we'll stop it here, and what I'm gonna do is see what it would look like when you do the dance with other people. So this might be a slightly long episode. So as always, guys, I can't wait to see you next time. Bye bye.